So I want to share this story for posterity. Ah, you get to watch me come down off of an anxiety attack. Lucky you. Okay. I didn't sleep well last night. My sleep has been elusive. Doesn't matter why. It's just, I think it's menopause more than anything. Also, I do deal with anxiety. So I canceled a massage appointment this morning because I was like too tired to even deal with human beings. So that's kind of like anxiety shut down a little bit. But I knew I needed sleep, and I chose sleep over a massage. Glad I did. Let me just say that. Lordy. We'll laugh about this one day. I swear to God, I don't look for drama. I do not like drama. I hate it. I hate it. It loves me, apparently, at least tonight. Okay. So I skipped my massage and I slept till 4 p.m. today. Thank the dear Lord Jesus that I can do that now because I have caretakers. Well, Frank was home. He happened to take off today too. Anyway, so I woke up and I was just trying to change my mood. And I thought, I'm going to go for a scooter ride. So we have a scooter that I use that's my husband's. And he got it and loved it. But then he had 2 really bad accidents on it. And now he's kind of afraid to drive it. Look, I'm already starting to get my sense of humor back. And he kind of crashed on it. And God, he hasn't been taking it to work anymore. But I love it until I crash. But that didn't happen tonight. Something else happened tonight. Because it's always something. So I went for my scooter ride, and we have this big wine place down the road from us. And it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite places to go and look. And so I thought, well, maybe the scooter could make it there. It's a little bit of a hike. And so as I'm driving, which I'm scared to death driving because multiple reasons that I won't go into now because I don't like lectures, but I made it to Abasella. The gates are open. We're on lockdown right now, but some businesses are choosing to stay open. And I do know that this particular winery on Friday nights would normally stay open till 8, even though it says on their big sign 11 to 5 or whatever for like a pizza night thing. I didn't know if they were still open. So I start going up the hill to Abasella. I've got multiple coats on and big earmuffs, and I have my earbuds in, and I'm loving life. Like I was starting to just so feel like, and my goal was to get up the hill so that I could, sorry, it's hard to tell this story because I'm still trying to work through my anxiety right now, but you get to see me do it, and I'm hoping to get better at it. And I'm hoping to be able to do it without anxiety meds. But if I need them, I will take them because they help sometimes. Just there, little mother note for you. I just love now, I'm starting to already appreciate the fact that I'm 53 years old and I still have to get the cops called on me. Wait, well, yeah, I guess I did. My husband called him. Okay, so I'm driving up the hill thinking, and then the scooter just stops because this is a really steep hill. And I'm like, damn, all right, I'll try walking it because that would be my exercise. Like I could go to this little winery on my scooter. I could walk up the hill and get some really good exercise with my scooter, get to the top. You know, I'll have my backpack, I'll have my journal, I'll have my tarot cards, blah, blah, blah. And I'll go and have a glass of wine and then wear off that wine so I'm safe to drive back and then just go back on my scooter. That was the plan, but I only made it up a little bit of the hill. Okay, so as I'm going up the hill, a white pickup truck passes me and goes to the bottom of the hill where the gates are open and stops at the intersection to where he's going to go back on the road. You know, again, I have my earbuds in and I'm way up the hill already. Well, halfway, you know, and at the point where I'm like, yep, mama's not walking anymore. I got to work my way up to this baby. Which will never happen, by the way, because there's no way I'm going back there now. God in heaven. You can't make this shit up. Welcome to life. Okay, so I start to turn around. And I realized Mr. White pickup truck is still staying down there. Just kind of paused. I'm like, oh boy, I hope I'm not like... Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, maybe they are closed. And he's kind of wondering what's going on. Why is this shady person with a leather jacket riding on a scooter in this business? It wasn't a customer pulling out. It was I don't know who it was. But apparently they saw me. And all of a sudden the gate closes, leaving me locked in to this huge winery that has electric fences around it, and there's no way for me to get out. Yeah. So I'm thinking, okay, now I could go back and continue walking up the hill and see if anybody's there. You know, I have multiple options. I don't know what to do. I'm starting to freak out and not knowing what to do. And I didn't want to walk up the hill, so I called my husband. My husband, we go back and forth about what the hell we should do. I'm, of course, feeling ashamed and guilty and like I'm a horrible person. I did something wrong. And also at the same time, angry and pissed off that Mr. White Truck, whoever he was, closed the gate on me. I call one of my best friends here. So Frank and I, my husband Frank, he couldn't get a hold of the business, so he had to call the police. That is where we come into the police. So apparently the police tried to get a hold of the owners. I don't know if they did or not. I just got home and I haven't even talked to my husband because it's not good when I talk when I'm this upset. And I have very good friends who give me very good advice. So I walked all the way up to the top of the hill while I was waiting for Frank to get back to me. Looked for people. The whole place is just dark. So I sit in this little gazebo. It's my favorite place that when we've gone there before, I've sat. And start to have a panic attack thinking of the fact that some asshole just saw me and decided to lock me in to a business. Anyway, called my friend. I don't know if she wants me to mention her, but anyway, I called a very, very dear friend and asked her to talk me off the ledge, which she did. And then there was a pickup truck, and I didn't want to get in the truck with the guy because I was just too upset. And I just told him my husband's down the hill. I'll be right down, and just walked down the hill. I don't know. Just when you try to think, when you're like this upset, like when you're having a panic attack, when you're having anxiety, when you're having, it's hard. It's hard to think rationally, and it makes you afraid. It makes you not trust people, and, so maybe when you see that person who's confused and sad and crying and having a fit and being a Karen in a store, maybe you'll give her a little grace because maybe she's got issues like we all do. Anyway, God in heaven. I can't wait till I can laugh about this. And I do hope, am I leaving out anything? I don't think so. So we got to the bottom of the hill. Oh, and then my husband had talked to him because, the guy in the truck who passed me who went to go open the gate for me to get out of my little prison. Oh my God. I'm just laughing now because my little prison was a winery. Who wouldn't want to be locked in a winery all night? Oh, Jesus. The universe is hilarious. So, so anyway, Frank had talked to the guy, and I just got in the van because at that point I was like so upset. And I said to him, why did the guy, whoever was in the white truck, why did he lock the gate when he had seen me? And he's like, well, it's on a timer. I was like, okay, cool. So he didn't purposely lock me in there. Yeah. So there's my amazing story. I have to think of a question now. Mike, here's my question. Do you think that I handled this situation from what I've just shared, and I haven't reviewed it? I still don't have my editing tools in place. Do you think I handled this situation well? My friend, Mike, is somebody who's very not, I wonder how he would have handled it, because he's a different personality than me. So there's my number 2 question of my 1,000 questions for Mike. And look at that. I just made another YouTube video. Promise you, I will never ever want to make a YouTube video like this again, because I'm never going back there. I suppose there's lessons I will have learned. I think next time I will just find where they keep the kegs and spend the night. Life. Hang in there, peeps. You might have a panic attack tonight, but now you and one of your best friends has a joke that will last until the day we die. Yeah, I know who you are. Thank you. Wow. Good night.
Hey, Chris. Good morning. So I have an answer to your question. So part 1 is that it is not my place or intention to judge how well you handled that situation. So that's like off limits to me. If you're wondering if there was a way that you could have processed it to avoid an anxiety attack, I have one suggestion, and that is in that moment to see your life as if you're just watching a comedy movie. As weird as that might be, it gives you some objectivity and helps you realize that one way or the other, you'll get through it and you'll be okay. So there's my thought.
Hello. It's a new day. And as I've heard many times, weeping may endureth for the night, but joy cometh in the morning. Just wanted to update that all's well that ends well. I ended up, we heard back from the winery, must have gotten calls from police, and then also finally checked their messages to find out my husband's message. But anyway, they called this morning and apologized profusely. It was very kind of them to do so. Still makes me wonder why Mr. White pickup truck was sitting there watching me and then the doors closed behind him. I don't know. It was a little scary. But yes, all's well that ends well. I ended up having a wonderful evening. And sometimes when you have those hard moments, it just shows you what you can get through. For instance, I was going to, the reason I turned around was because I realized I could not walk up that hill. And I ended up, because of the fact that I got locked in, walking all the way back up the hill. And I did it. It's amazing what adrenaline can make you do. Just like the Incredible Hulk. So yeah, my legs are killing me today. I am in lots of pain, but I'm not still stuck in a winery. Although maybe that wouldn't be such a bad thing. Have a good day. It is a full moon this evening, and from what I've heard from my witchy friends, it's a day to set intentions. So that's what I'll be doing tonight. Set some intentions about learning how to scale walls and figure out how to jump over electric fences. Have a good day.